The following is a DW Ancient Egypt production. Horemheb's background is virtually unknown, except that he came from Heracleopolis near the entrance to the Fayum. He was a career officer in the army, first serving under Amenhotep III. He became commander of the army under Akhenaten and was later appointed king's deputy by Tutankhamun, which made him the rightful heir to the throne. It must have angered him greatly when I usurped the throne from him while he was most likely away with the army. King I had nominated his own son as successor, but Horemheb would not be sidelined again. Upon I's death, Horemheb took the throne with the assistance of the army and set about restoring the status quo. He prevented the Amun priests from forming a stranglehold on power by deliberately reappointing priests who came from the Egyptian army. He divided the army itself, since he was no longer commander, into two separate units, each headed by a commander of the north and a commander from the south. Horemheb was also a builder who erected numerous temples and buildings throughout Egypt. He constructed the 2nd, 9th, and 10th pylons of the Great Hypostyle Hall in the temple at Karnak. Because of his unexpected rise to the throne, Horemheb had a second tomb built for himself, this one in the valley, known as Tomb KV-57. The paintings on several rooms in the tomb had been finished to a very high standard. Work in other rooms, however, were still in progress when the king died. These are extremely interesting because they show the steps of construction, including the outline grids and the corrections made. This tomb is in a poor state due to ancient robberies and earth movements that occurred over the centuries. In 1908, Theodore Davis found Horemheb's red granite sarcophagus. Like his predecessors, his sarcophagus had winged goddesses enfolding the corners, but he also had the figures of the 4 sons of Horus and 2 figures of the jackal-headed god Anubis carved in sunken relief. When it was found by Davis, it was empty and stood among the wreckage of wooden tomb furniture, of which many complete examples were found in Tutankhamun's tomb 14 years later. Horemheb's first burial location was his private tomb in Saqqara, which he had built long before becoming pharaoh. The tomb's walls were superbly carved with scenes of his military and court career. After he became king, he sent workmen into the tomb to add the royal uraeus to his brow in the sculpted reliefs, even though he was not going to make use of the tomb. Horemheb remained childless and appointed his vizier, Paramisu, to succeed him upon his death. He would later take power and establish the 19th dynasty as Ramesses I. Thank you for joining us.